Hello. I have promised passionfruit curd. I keep calling it passionfruit pulp, I'm not sure why. And I have promised it to someone who, that one's gone yucky, who has diverticulitis, which to the uninformed or unknowing is a condition where you cannot have seeds in things, which is a shame. Makes things very difficult. You have to sort of watch what you eat, and anything with little bits, even sesame seeds on rolls and all those little things. Very annoying. So I've promised her I will make her a batch with no seeds. So we've had the last of our passion fruit. It's now winter officially here, which means we won't have any more until next season. But the smell is magnificent. It makes you think of summer just smelling passion fruit. And we might still have a stray one or two out there hiding in amongst the shrubbery, but at the moment I can't see any, and we have quite a few passion fruit here. So I'm going to see how much I can make. I need, for this recipe, I need a cup of passion fruit. So I'm hoping I have a cup worth. I don't know how much I'll be able to make from a cup worth because I still have to put it through the strainer. So I know this is the boring part, but I'll fast forward this. Oh, after that's gone. It's a shame when I find it inside and it's gone icky yucky. Depends how long it sits out there on the ground. So we will see. So for the people who didn't see the other video where I commented on our passion fruit curd, this can be used for lots of things. You can make yo-yo biscuits and put the passion fruit curd, use that as a base for your filling. You can use it as a topping for scones, which I did. Even if you have plain biscuits, you can put a bit of this on top and it is just delicious. It's very quick and easy. This is the hardest part of the whole deal, emptying out all these little passion fruit blessings. When we go looking for them, we get excited if we find them because they're called Easter eggs at our house. You go for an Easter egg hunt. Because underneath the passion fruit vine, we've got a ground cover, we've got a rogue blackberry bush, which Eugene removed, but some of it stayed. We have tomatoes, we have pumpkin, so it's all sorts of things happening underneath, so you need to go for a bit of a dig and a hunt. You do not need to be in there. Bit of twig from the top of the passion fruit. So we'll just keep going with this. The other curd you can make is lemon curd. And I know lots of people like a lemon tart, and I suppose it could be used for that. But this one, I know lemon is tart, I get that, but this is a sweet tart. It's a totally different flavour and much of a preference over lemon. So you can see I've got quite a few, and I may end up with quite a bit. We're at half a cup now. Making a mess here. Don't waste passion fruit. They're a little gift from the gods. Now I have to be careful with this apron and not stain it. This apron belonged to my great aunt in Holland. I think her husband was a fisherman. They lived in one of the well-known fishing villages. Encos, what am I talking about? And my great uncle used to walk around with his clogs still, because they're very waterproof and very practical. So he made great use of them. I'm getting all the wrinkly ones first, because they've been sitting there the longest. I may just have to eat the others over ice cream, with yogurt, just over other fruit, just to give it that added touch of sunshine. It really is like a real touch of summer in a little package here. We're going to Tasmania eventually, and I would love to take some to our friends Bob and Maxine, but you're not allowed to take fresh fruit over there, so I may have to just see if I can keep one little jar of passionfruit curd for them, because I'm sure they would enjoy that. We haven't seen them in a while, so it'll be nice to catch up when we go. My very lucky daughter is heading off to Spain next month. A lot of people are going on holidays, which will be lovely. Get some sun and recoup from working hard. Oh, we're getting there slowly. How are we doing? Where's the cup measurement? All right, I'll do a few more wrinkly ones here, and then we will start the de-pipping process. The other good thing about sifting it is that you get rid of that stringy quality that you get with some of the bits of the passion fruit. Sort of pulls them out a bit. A little sieve, pour some in there. All right. Lots of bits in this one, so hang on. I don't want you getting out in there. Okay. It's good to show gratitude. I always say thank you to my chickens. I say thank you to the bees. Eugene got another jar of honey. So that'll be the last of it for a while, because they need their stores for winter when there aren't as many blooms around, not as much nectar in the area. Okay, how are we doing here? I have got 3/4. Yeah, I may as well. I'm dribbling and drooling smelling this. It's fantastic. How are we doing here? Almost. Okay, now what I'm going to do next is measure out some butter. So I need 160 grams of unsalted butter. All right, where are we? Try this. Not bad. Okay, and turn that off, and we need a cup of caster sugar. So I will get my cup measurement. Alrighty. So we have sugar, we have egg yolks, which I'm going to put into another bowl, and some egg whites that I'm going to turn into some biscuits for a friend. Now, eggs, 6 eggs. So, I'm going to put the butter in a pan. Add the sugar. Add the passion fruit. Oops, I saw a seed. Or 2 actually. Oh, come here, you little seeds. Go away. Hiding at the bottom they were. Right, now this I'm going to melt together over here on the heat. And you don't want to have the heat too high because it will burn in a hurry. This is a really quick recipe. Once this is all melted, I'm going to add a bit of this mixture to the egg yolks to temper it a bit. And then I'm going to cook it till it thickens up. It turns out a bit like a custard, of course, because it's got egg yolks, it's got butter, it's got sugar. This is the most glorious golden colour. And the smell is divine. I'll show you what it looks like at the moment so you can see. It's all melting through. You can't feel a single grain of sugar, so that's almost ready to go. And I'll just put tablespoons worth into the egg yolks, mix it up, just to bring the egg yolks to a bit of warmer temperature, otherwise you're cooking them and you'll end up with scrambled eggs. Scrambled passion fruit eggs? Don't think so. Okay. So while the last bit of that is melting, a little bit more. There we go, that works out to about a tablespoon's worth. Pop this into the sink. I have some glass jars ready to go, which is always a good thing. Okay, so the butter is melted and I'm adding the egg yolk and keep it moving. So there won't be any scrambled egg happening because I tempered it. Brought it to temperature. Alright, now it's just a matter of the consistency that you're looking for. It's a bit like when you put it over the back of the spoon, it's starting to go solid like that. So then you know it's thick enough, because you don't want it really thick, because that would be unpleasant. Okay, now I'm going to jar it up. So optimistically I have here 4 jars, which have been sterilised. And now it's a matter of getting it into the pan, into the jars. So I used to have in the kitchen a jam funnel, but I've put it away when we did the kitchen, and it's never quite made it back here. There are some things that are going to have to leave the kitchen and some things that are likely to come back in. So I'll have to do that. Okay, so let's put a few of these in. Pop the stove back on just for a little, just to make sure that it thickens up. Oops. Not. So the jar of plain golden goodness, standing next to the one that looks like real passion fruit. It's quite surprising, really. I'm hoping that my friend likes it. So if you want the recipe, let me know. It's so simple to make. I'm sure lemon curd would be too. And thank you for watching. And if you get a chance, make some of your own.